Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next 2v2. Here we are on Moscow Outskirts Winter. Everyone would have heard that.
Yeah. I thought it was in-game for a second. I'm like, which one of those combat engineers dropped a wrench? Like, as they were trying to construct something.
It's a bit early for a railway strike.
Yeah.
240 mil. So we do have Donnie Chan and SturmTigerOst as our double Soviets.
Going to be versing off against up the top here as our Axis on the left-hand side top. The machine never likes it when I get my directions mixed up. Kerry seems like Katy Perry, but his English isn't very good, so he hasn't really worked that one out. Kerry's going to be playing as our Wehrmacht.
StugosSaurus, that is a fantastic name.
Yeah, StugosSaurus as our Wehrmacht as well. So nice little vanilla matchup here, 2v2.
Interesting. Other than that, let's have a look at the tier placement. Tier 2 already, Maxims. Now, what do you think about Moscow Outskirts Winter, at least in comparison to Summer?
Well, harder to move around. I mean, obviously, you've got the snow there, and that does make life a little bit more difficult. It also makes it more difficult to use the things that are nice on regular Moscow Outskirts, things that require range, like Su-85s and snipers and stuff, and mainly because of blizzards. Like, blizzards can be a real pain. But yeah, there's a lot of heavy snow, like around the fuel point here, for example. Definitely makes mobility a little bit harder, so it doesn't make you cry every day.
Yeah, it makes me cry every day. Because you're trying to dodge, like, rifle nades, or you're trying to dodge Molotovs, but, like, you just can't dodge through deep snow. That's what I don't like about deep snow, is it prevents grenade dodging, like, overall, which is something that Co revolves around entirely. Like, it's not about, like, really positioning and like, cover as much as it is who lands the grenade. Like, that's Co infantry engagements in a nutshell. Other than that, the fact that there's blizzards and deep snow makes it harder for snipers. And that's something that Soviets are very reliant on in the 2v2 matchup, or really any matchup. Not so much against Wehrmacht, though. Wehrmacht, you don't really have to build snipers. Whereas OKW, you kind of do when you start versing Obersoldaten and vetted infantry when they get 4 or 5, so... Conscripts are definitely viable, and they scale somewhat relative to Grenadiers in 2v2. That's sort of why I like the vanilla matchup really well, is because conscripts, they work properly.
Can be a little bit more fun.
Not going to be fun, though, if you walk into an MG, ooh-rahing through, but will get suppressed. Pioneers at point blank, that's where they want to be.
That's a serious amount of damage there. Conscripts have hard enough time as it is here. The machine gun crew's going to be gunning it down as well. Not a good start here from Donnie Chan, getting caught out by that MG.
And it's going to force early menace. Bunker going down pretty quickly, going to be covering off the cut-off, so that's a very decisive, aggressive move, and a good idea against these cut-offs. These cut-offs are so vulnerable. Pioneers in the garrison, not quite an MG.
Can pretend to be one, I suppose. Wire also can be quite nice, as we saw in our previous game. We saw our Axis throwing down the wire on their own cutoff. Can be nice in synergy with the bunker to hold stuff off. So, pretty early mortar coming out here as well. Donnie Chan's going to be grabbing that one out.
Maxim in the garrison. Looks as though the MG42 wanted the garrison as well, but the Maxim stealing it away. Will it be enough to get the conscripts behind the MG? It might have been if he didn't juke like that, because the Maxim suppressed the MG. Now the Pioneers getting suppressed, even the Grenadiers want some suppression as well. Maxim doing some nice work in the garrison, but the cutoff has been captured, so the field not connected just yet. NG's capping up this VP.
NG's have been capping quite aggressively here, so the Maxim's doing a pretty good job, but now it's going to have to deal with those Grenadiers in the heavy cover. Make life a little bit harder for them.
Nice decap here. The Grenadiers were ready and waiting. Molotov going through will force out the Grens, turning this engagement around. Mortar is going to be firing now. Maxim having some vision. Ooh, nice.
It's a nice first shot. Clear away from this one. Molotov does clear out the top building as well. The cutoff of our Wehrmacht is going to be taken here.
Really nice play.
By those conscripts, and they're going to flank as well, and they have Molotovs. Fantastic conscript flank. That's the real conscript flank right there.
The holy trinity of flanks.
Yeah.
Pioneers, though, are pretty happy with the situation. Bear in mind, suppression and pinning does give a accuracy resistance to infantry, so they don't get shredded as much as you would normally see when Pioneers are up close. Getting past the Maxim, Mortar going to be firing on the bunker, but it will take quite a while. Really, you want to get a Zis gun. Oh, the Pioneers getting the garrison with the Flamer. Bad news, conscripts. They have the Molotov, though, but can they get the Molotov in time? That's a lot of veterancy.
There's a lot of crits as well. They get the Molotov off just in time. Fantastic dodge coming out, though. The Pioneers get out of the building just in time, and they will be able to score the Maxim as well. Yeah, it's pinned. Look at that.
What?
It's pinned.
MG is firing further than its attack range.
How?
Relic, please.
Relic, please. Stop this. We've had enough. We've had enough. Mortar will be firing, though, because their bunker is revealed. So I think that's not too bad for our allies. They're going to be happy with that.
I think the worst defender for firing outside of the range is the Panzer headquarters.
Oh, yeah, that has a fun time, doesn't
it loves firing further than its intended range.
Especially when you're trying to side it, then it's just like, I see your infantry there.
Still no Zis. You can also use the satchel charges, but the mortar is taken down eventually.
Enemy forces are securing
Too much veterancy?
territory.
Yeah, it gets fed with veterancy.
Yeah, it does get veterancy, yeah.
Killing the bunker.
To be fair, it has taken a couple of shots at infantry
Yeah.
as well, in addition to the bunker damage, but yeah, it does.
The main...
It's kind of like the Shrek V tanks of veterancy for mortars, so they kill bunkers. Get extra stuff. A lot of supporting weapons there as well, and really aggressive capping and decapping from our allies. They're just sending conscript squads ooh-ahing through decapping everything, so
yeah, I love
nice
it.
play.
I love it when Soviets actually build conscripts and not just spam Maxim snipers, because you see these really aggressive and these really fun games. And it's giving them the map control that they need in the early game. Haven't quite got the feel, but they have most of the points, even a fuel point being built. So they're going to have some pretty nice early game vehicle play, whether it be a T-70 or just a T-34. It will give them some momentum.
SturmTigerOst is going to have shocks available now, once it gets the manpower for them.
Has gone the shock rifle frontline tactics for the shock IS-2. Very, very strong, very versatile, especially against Wehrmacht.
Molotov bugged out about 3 times there. That's unfortunate for SturmTigerOst. The guy with the Molotov died 3 times, so it was not good. They kept passing it over to one another. Conscripts do manage to flank the MG there. It's going to be trying to set up. Thinks better of it, and will actually back away.
222 is going to be nice because it will make the fuel point hard to take. They can chase conscript very well on retreat. Not having much luck though, wiping the MG despite the negative cover.
What I was going to say is, yeah, 222 is really, really nice in this vanilla matchup.
Yeah.
222 has a lot of, consistent long-range damage, really does contribute to these battles.
The rifle nade and the flamer will be wiping that Maxim, no problems, if not a 220, just to close the deal. He might even wipe that.
He's probably going to, I think. The next volley should do it.
Heavy cover.
Heavy cover might stop it.
Block off the retreat path. Nah, should be fine.
Good job, heavy cover. Working as intended, which is nice.
I'm surprised he built the fuel point there rather than here, where it was much safer.
Yeah, it tends to be the safer point. There's 2 safer points, in fact. It does stop the decaps, but it doesn't stop a 222 from killing it.
Especially down here. 222s have pretty nice anti-building damage. This being built, going to be a nice response to the 222, but not many squads on the field for SturmTigerOst.
Well, another squad actually did get killed there. He's lost a couple of these conscript squads to pretty much balls out aggression, which does tend to happen a little bit here.
And all of a sudden, our Germans now going to be in a good spot, because they're going to have 50-50 map control. And then they have the LMG power spike coming up very soon, and once you get LMGs, it's so hard to engage those efficiently with the conscripts. May even lose another squad to the 222.
Tank gun has arrived.
Is there anything else nearby? There isn't.
222 isn't that great at chasing squads on retreat.
It's just fast.
It's just fast,
And when the squads are that low, neg cover as well.
I'd go for it. I'd go for the kill.
Even if you yeah, it gets it. Even if you trade 222 for a conscript, it's generally worth it for the veterancy deny.
Yeah.
Man, this is bad news
This
here.
is a really nasty 222.
Especially
the neg cover as well. Very hard to deal with that. And yeah, as you were saying, 50-50 map control coming out here. The LMGs are going to be coming out. There's really no great power spike on the way here for the conscripts. No one has PPSHs.
Nope. We do have the counter attack, the KV-1 and the B4. KV-1s are okay. They're good against P4s, but they don't really work against Tigers or Panthers. They just have no damage. They have a lot of health though, so they're good at synergizing with, say, a Jackson or Su-85s. Because they just soak up a lot of damage. And they're one of the few allied vehicles that actually have significant armor.
That's a tank. The actual allied tank that's a tank.
Yeah, allied tank that actually deflects AT. The only thing I can really think of is IS-2s and sometimes Shermans. Sometimes.
Yeah. Maxim, don't actually think you can see. Blizzard isn't actually out yet, but I don't think it has range to actually see that Maxim. Maxim's actually going to be gunning down the MG now. Is this barrage not really being that on point?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a nice spot to have it.
You can also one-shot the 222.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you can bait him into it for sure.
That's an MG42. He caps it with the shocks. So it will be very high in manpower to reinforce, but it means that...
Has armor.
Yeah, it'll have armor and it'll also have the SMGs.
SMG gunners.
I love seeing P-Grens try to like flank an MG42.
Yeah. And then the shots gun him down.
Yeah. You do have to bear in mind that despite having the armor, the MG crew will still have the... I think it's 20% received accuracy modifier that support weapons get.
25?
25, I'm not sure, to be honest, the number exactly, but it's significant, and it means that they will still get wiped quicker than shocks will normally, but less than normal because of the shock armor. Maxim in the garrison, gotta be careful, one more mortar will destroy that and wipe it in the process. Pretty good pushback from our Soviets. All of a sudden, they just have half the map again, or more than half.
Definitely nice for them.
One thing that really counters the 222s is garrisons and heavy cover. 222s, they just don't do enough damage when units are in garrisons or in heavy cover. But still, losing these squads is a huge blow for SturmTigerOst. Getting his T-34 out now. Donnie Chan not going to be doing the same because he has the KV-1s. But still a fair few command points away. 4 command points.
3 maxims for him now as well, but he is going to be saving up that fuel. Does need it.
B4 for 8 command points as well. So... you might start to see a bit of a float of manpower come out in anticipation for the 8 command point power spike of the B4 and the KV-1s.
You definitely are going to want it.
Yeah. Nice to have. As for the tech of our Wehrmacht, do we have any tier 3?
We do indeed. StugosSaurus did be going for that one. See if we get a P4 coming out fairly shortly from him. Would be nice to deal with that T-34.
Oh no, the Stuka close air support.
Oh god.
This is so OP. That literally one-shot Jacksons.
Yeah.
It takes SU-85 down to about 20% HP. I made like a balanced wine on Code.org. Oh, it's so OP.
Yeah, it's pretty busted.
It's so OP.
It's gonna get fixed.
Yeah. One shot will take a T-34 to about 20% health. It's crazy. Crazy. I was gonna say Blitzkrieg. That's a weird commander, but the Ju-87 it will win engagements.
Yeah. Why didn't you go for the one with the Tiger on it though? I
don't know.
The Ju-87 Tiger, I'm pretty
Lightning
sure.
Wall. It's a Panzerfaust. The Lightning Wall's strong because then you have Tigers and the hell was that?
What?
The garrison almost blew up. I don't know why.
It's pretty low. Is that? Oh, I think we saw the demo charge blow up. On the left?
Oh, down here?
Point? Yeah, I don't know what it got. I think it just got a few grenadiers and stuff. I don't know.
Look at that crater. Heavy cover.
Absolutely destroyed. Is it really heavy cover?
Yeah, it's heavy cover.
Oh, nice.
Look.
Interesting. 222 still on the side going on the chase here. MG setting up. We will suppress those conscripts.
222s are nice to keep as anti-Katyushas. I don't think we'll see one this game, but they do kill Katyushas pretty quickly, and they also give a lot of vision if you get spotting scopes, especially, which we won't see this game, but sometimes spotting scopes will come out, and even just the Vet 3, they have really, really good vision. Then you can use it to dive into the base, get the vision on the B4, and call in a bombing run. I don't think there is one, but there will be if he goes close air support. Then he will have the bombing strike, which will one-shot a B4. It's important that Donnie Chan doesn't reveal his commander, because if he reveals the counter-attack, then we will see Katy Perry go for the bombing strike, close air support, and it'll just negate the B4 instantly and without effort. Because he has a strafe that gives, a recon that gives vision, and then he also has a bombing strike, so all he has to do is click 2 buttons and he'll kill a howitzer.
Max is going to be focused down here as well. Quad half track. Interesting. It's pretty late. Let's see if it works here. There's a Stuka in the field here from StugosSaurus.
Panzerfaust will land. This half track's going to be taken out here. They're so vulnerable.
And that was after the upgrade as well.
Yeah, really, really bad positioning. Those half tracks are so squishy. You got to be careful. StugosSaurus may lose his Stug to the T-34. Panzerfaust are coming through. Risky move to the T-34s. Quite vulnerable. This is really, really bad positioning of the T-34.
Not good at all. The Stug's behind.
Has the rear arm. He's going to throw away the T-34. That is the incendiary barrage, but the Stug has this Katyusha as well. Wow, okay. Loses the T-34, and now I think this is game over.
Yeah.
Like,
that's...
How can you compete with LMG Grens if you don't have T-34s? He does have a Katusha.
Yeah, so I'm certainly going to try and hold on to this one. They have a lot of infantry as well.
That was just a really frustrating throwaway.
I have no idea what he was doing with that.
The LMG, the Grins were there with the Panzerfausts. And now you got this as well. Well.
Yeah. Interesting, to say the least. Oh well, I guess we'll see how it goes.
Katusha's nice though to have though on Moscow Outskirts.
222 still alive as well, so that's, as you were saying, it's going to be good against the Katusha. If you can actually just sneak it in through the back, it'd be a good way to deal with it.
They're going to be giving a lot of extra accuracy. Further 222 will do a lot of extra damage now. Engineers capping up the point here. This is a hard spot to be in. Because this is the spot where there's going to be LMG Grens coming out. And then there's already tanks on the field. And then there's going to be a kill everything anti-tank strafe coming out. And probably even a Tiger Ace. Yeah, hard spot to be in. When you lose the momentum as allies, it's hard to compete with the late game of the Germans.
Definitely makes it hard to come back. Shark's going for the engage. Friends do back off from that one.
Stugs aren't bad though against infantry.
Not terrible.
The enemy is attempting to steal
Shock's running around, looking to try and make some impact here. A lot of shocks here because Donnie Chan and SturmTigerOst both have access to them, so which is interesting. Especially on a map like Moscow Outskirts, to have that many shock squads.
Just going off the side. Oh, I forgot the smoke. From the Blitzkrieg. The good thing about shocks is because it's so common, you can have the shock rifle commander, you can have the shock ISU, and you can have counterattack. You can build shocks, and your opponent still won't know what commander you have.
Yeah.
Same with guards. You can run 3 guard companies, and then no one knows what commander you are.
Definitely can be a nice way to play.
Yeah.
Mortar
Sorry?
not having really a lot of impact here from Donnie Chan. He's had that for a while now. Not doing fantastically.
The problem with Soviets as well is you have to lock in your commander early to get access to... It's cloaked.
Yeah, I know, but they were firing at it. Okay.
The problem with the Soviets is you need to actually lock in your commanders really, really early on to get access to your shocks or your guards, which you need to compete against LMG Grens. But in doing so, then you can get countered by the German commanders. Like, we haven't seen Katy Perry locking his commander. He doesn't need to. He's going to wait for it. He's going to wait until he has 15 command points, get the Tiger Ace, or if he sees a B4, he'll get his strafe. His bombing strike.
Can just hold on to it and it doesn't affect him at all.
You don't need to lock in your commanders as German. Where Soviets, you have to compete in the mid-game with those elite infantry. Katusha firing.
Oh, does a pretty good job against that mortar. I'm not sure how many shots it actually has left on that barrage. Might actually secure it. No, it's packing up and moving along there.
Wiped it.
Oh, did wipe it.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, so the mortar does go down there, which is definitely nice. Still rotating down the bottom there. Oh, nice flank onto the MG42.
It will penetrate still consistently. No, just kidding!
Just kidding!
AT grenades don't even penetrate Stugs consistently.
Apparently.
It's a pretty low chance though. I think it's like a 20% chance to bounce. But that's... Oh, here we go. Panzer IV looking for something to get the Katusha. Nice duking though. And he may find an AT grenade on the rear armor. Not quite within range. The shocks were blocking the conscripts. Double shocks. Now the Panzer IV as well. A lot of vehicles here.
Panzer IV in combination with that Stug there, because as you were saying, Paddy Kerry, he doesn't want to take to tier 4. Can just stick with this tier 3 for now, and then just wait to see what he needs to lock in, whether he needs a Tiger Ace or whether he needs something else. So he's just going to hold on to it for now.
So we have the KV-1 available. But the problem is Donnie Chan, he can't really build his KV-1s. Otherwise, Katy Perry will see the KV-1, know there's a B4 coming, get the bombing strike and negate a B4. So it's a hard spot to be in.
It definitely is. And you want the B4 because you want it to have as much impact as possible. And the earlier you get it, the more impact it's going to be, especially that first shot. B4, when you're not ready for it and you're all grouped up and it's like, oh, right, there's a B4 on the field here as well. Because maybe see a little bit more AT coming out from our Soviets as well. I mean, having lost the T-34 earlier, they've only really got one Zis gun on the side of SturmTigerOst. I'm not sure what Donnie Chan has.
A lot.
Yeah.
Another... Is that another Zis gun? Yeah, another Zis gun coming out.
That's a good choice, yeah.
Even an SU-85 might be worth it. Since he's already spent the tech to get the Katusha, then if you combine the SU-85 and the KV-1, it is quite a nice synergy, having that frontline tank to absorb damage, whilst the SU-85 really deals it. And then you can go SU-85 and you still won't reveal the KV-1 B4 commander, the counter-attack. So I think that'd be a good choice, because with the 2 Panzer IVs, the 222 and the Stug, they need more AT.
Wouldn't be a bad move.
Yeah. But they're so easy to lose.
A lot of immediate impacts in the field here for our Axis.
Especially with the Ju-87, like, that's just gonna kill us Su-85. It'll just kill it.
Pretty damn potent. That's just gonna be the Maxim now. Probably gonna eat a rifle nade here.
I guess that's the advantage of a KV-1 and the IS-2s is that they have a lot of health and armor as well, so the Ju-87 won't kill them as quickly.
Definitely can work out. We'll have to see if KV-1 does end up coming out here for Donnie Chan. So you think
Oh! Lucky there was a minesweeper there.
Yeah, would not recommend. It's not a safe place to be lying, to be honest with me, on top of mines. It's not where I'd take cover.
Fortunately, the Maxim can't detonate it though. AT grenade does penetrate. Probably one of the first ones of the game. Truck's gonna be careful though. Getting crushed by the Panzer IV and the MGs. He's gonna lose the shocks. He's not.
Oh, shocks are going down.
Yeah, can he chase it on a retreat though? Negative cover and the pintle-mounted machine gun. So powerful. P4 fires and there goes the shocks. Ugh.
Unfortunate.
They can't lose squads when. There goes the
another
cons.
one. No, you can't lose this. They're losing all the veterancy. SturmTigerOst.
They need a miracle, and that miracle is a B4 killing 7 squads. That's
the miracle.
How else can they win this game?
We are praying. And Donnie Chan just has no manpower unless he's building it right now. Is he?
Yeah. And the bad news is for the Soviets is that they have a Tiger Ace to look forward to. Also, IS-2 is coming soon though. Pretty delayed though, considering there was actually tech, which is nice to see. But the IS-2, it's very, very strong against Panzer IVs and Stugs because of the high armor. Oh, was that a mine? Or a Panzerfaust? What?
I'm not sure what that was.
It looks like a telemine, giving the low health.
Here we go, 222 versus Su-85. The dream.
Facing the rear armor for the Panzerfaust. Yeah, the 222 does a bit of damage to the Su-85 because Su-85s don't really have any armor at all, so even 222s actually penetrate consistently. But the Grens are forced off. Nice work. He can repair that Su-85.
Has been revealed now though as well, and Donnie Chan won't be able to have any impact with that one for a while.
We actually have a command tank being called in. I like that.
Recon going over the top as well now. Giving our allies some idea what's going on. There's a couple of combat engineer squads. Probably need a few more though, would be nice.
Yeah, nice telemine. I really love seeing when Wehrmacht players build telemines because it's so rare to actually see them.
Yeah.
It is burning into the munitions bank, and we do have a lot of really strong munitions abilities available, but even then, he had the potential to kill that Su-85. The only reason why he didn't was because the Panzer IV had a damaged engine. Because of that Faust. So the AT grenade. If that Panzer IV had its engine, it would have just killed the Su-85.
Definitely. Katusha's overshooting a little bit here on the fuel point.
Yeah.
Does happen.
All 3 of our VPs still held though by our Soviets, so they're doing well in the VPs. Pretty even.
Yeah, they definitely are. 354 for our allies, 345 for our Axis. Yeah, I'm starting to cut one back now though as well. That's an IS-2 being called in.
Yeah, that's going to give a lot of opportunity now, especially with the Su-85. They can take these tank engagements, and there isn't that many packs either. IS-2s can struggle with packs if they miss a lot, where sometimes they can also just get good RNG and just like one-shot a pack. So there's a lot of RNG when it comes to killing packs. But yeah, IS-2 is strong against Panzer IVs.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And against infantry as well. IS-2 moving in. Gotta be careful of the telemine on the ground though. He might walk over the telemine. I think it's there.
Is it?
I don't know. Can't see it.
Someone's that hides in the ground. IS-2 is gonna be going for the MG though.
The Su-85.
It's good support.
Helps take out the 222. P-Shrek's going to be nice, but not as nice as Voltrex because they don't have 3 levels of received accuracy reductions in their veterancy.
Going balls deep after this P4, looking for at least a little bit of damage from the looks of things.
Yep, nice work.
How far are you going to go, IS-2?
You can also get the fuel point.
I just go for the fuel point, man. 2 shots. Oh, the Su-85. Oh, it penetrates.
Oh, nice.
Can you follow it up?
Yeah, they'll penetrate that Panzer IV, no problems. Getting behind the garrison, though, takes out the Panzer IV. Nice plays. This moving up. Doesn't have as good rate of fire, though, as the pack, so the S-25 should be fine. Also has the smoke grenades if he needs to block. IS-2 getting in the way, sort of the S-25. KV-8 is available, but again, probably won't be calling it in just yet. This still firing, though. Really nice play from the Soviets, killing the Panzer IV. Do have the tanks down here looking to rotate in.
Rotation is coming through. They're going the safe way though. They're not
There's the kill everything strafe.
Let's have a look at it. What's it going to do?
He will go for the IS-2. Not too bad.
Has armor, yeah. It's fine.
IS-2 has a lot of health.
That's a lot of health, yeah.
He may get caught by the Panzer IV. But you gotta bear in mind, the strafe will happen 3 times. It will keep going, and it will not quite kill the SU-85. It'll take it down to about 5% health at the moment. The SU-85 facing the wrong direction. This is bad news with the tanks moving in and the strafe returning. He may lose everything. He has stun target from the Stug. This could be game over. There is the SU-85 strafe.
Oh, wow.
Half of those shots actually went for the conscripts. IS-2 in a lot of trouble. Gets taken out by the pack, I think. Some sort of AT Zis firing will take out this P4,
no
but the smoke preventing the Zis from actually... Did he attack ground that, or was there vision from something?
I think that was attack
Maybe
ground.
a field point. That was a really nice attack ground if you got it.
That was really nice.
You can attack ground through the smoke, but it's very hard to do so, and it has a low accuracy compared to your auto attacks.
Command tank is going to be blocking off that Zis as well. Looks like it's going to fall. That was a really nice AT combination from our Axis there.
Connor's going to lose to the cold, if not to the retreat path of doom. Katusha's firing. What is there left for our Soviets? They have no tanks. They have a Katusha though, but will it really have much of an impact? A little bit. It's doing okay. It's got 12 kills. It's alright.
It's doing a decent job of things.
But at the moment, it looks like our Germans could just drive into the base and kill everything. There isn't any AT at all. They don't know that though. There is a Zis gun.
They're not sure. They're not sure, but that definitely is the situation. Looks like they may go for the finish here. Let's get a drive in.
Gotta be careful though. There is AT grenades.
There is this and an AT grenade. Yeah, this is. Gotta be careful.
I like it though. Getting the bunkers at least.
Yeah.
Allows for some aggressive Katusha plays when you try and Grand False it. Still to take a lot of damage. And a Panther being pulled in as well. Not having access to a Tiger, 2 Zis guns. But Zis is not going to be good against a Panther when they can circle strafe. Pin-mounted machine gun coming up will give the Panther crazy amounts of infantry damage despite being a tank destroyer.
Backing off as well. Looks like we've got another something being built here by Donnie Chan. Is another SU-85. Could definitely possibly be from his tier 4.
Strafe is still here.
Yeah. So yeah, SU-85 going to be rolling out onto the field now. Second one of those. Is it the strafe or it's not the strafe? Is it?
It's the Ju-87. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, Recon.
Recon. Should be the Recon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could still be here. That'd be lasting for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a bit weird. Yeah, okay.
Stugs on bet 2 in the middle now as well. That's definitely going to make some sort of an impact during these fights. Only 12 kills on that Katusha.
I think they were looking for the Katusha. The Recon gives vision to the Katusha and they wanted to wipe it with something. That's a really good idea. It's really easy to kill the Katushas, but pretty great Katusha juking. Donnie Chan has kept the Katusha alive, despite the best attempts of our Germans to try and snipe it in the base. Did he? He lost to Maxim. Again, Panthers have a really good anti-infantry damage with the pintle-mounted machine gun. This is going in very, very deep here. Rifle nade's very strong. Didn't do that much though.
Really can't lose these.
Yeah, LMG Grens as well.
Yeah, this is the AT that they're really relying on right here. Our allies need to keep these alive.
Zis gonna get wiped.
It's not good at all.
Another Zis in here though, but this is a lot of manpower bleed.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And there's literally 3 squads.
Yeah.
For SturmTigerOst, and he isn't floating or anything. He just has nothing. Donnie Chan
has a bit more. His unit preservation has been pretty on point.
SU-85 against a Panther, a P4, a Stug, a couple of Zis guns, another SU-85, and he wants a KV-1, but he just can't build it.
Okay then, so what do you reckon?
I think a Tiger Ace can be called in and could win the game by right-clicking into the base.
Probably could at this point.
Considering how much they already have, they could literally just call in a Tiger Ace, right-click in the base of Soviets and just win. Tiger Aces do that.
There's nothing stopping them from winning this game at the moment.
Very effective against the shocks. Will force them away. I don't know why he hasn't gone Tiger Ace. There's no reason not to at this stage.
I don't really get it.
And he may want the longevity of having multiple Tigers.
Could just close the game though.
I think so. I mean, Zis guns don't penetrate Tigers consistently, and Tiger Aces just wipe Zis guns like crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how Tiger Ace can drive through the frontal firing arc of 2 Zis guns, pop smoke, and just wipe everything. SU-85 will be okay against a Tiger Ace if it can peel safely. 2 of them actually. So
okay, so now we're in a bit of position here for our Soviets.
So now the Tiger. When there's 2 SU-85s, that's enough to deal with the Tiger Ace, but when you factor in the Panthers, the Zis guns, the P4, it gets a bit harder too. Still though, the map is held.
Yeah,
The Germans
for no
didn't
reason,
really take much advantage of the fact that there was nothing and they were camping with this guns. I think not a lot of infantry.
Considering how aggressive they were being earlier, wouldn't have taken much for just a Pioneer squad to go and cap up the right-hand side. There really wasn't that much there.
Yeah, Katusha's still going to be firing. It is making it hard to use the infantry with the Katusha. 2 Stugs, and the Stugs are really good because they have the target weak point for the stun. And so you stun an SU-85, and then it just gives you the time you need to flank the SU-85 with a Panther and just kill it.
The follow-up definitely has a lot of potential. So...
You know what would be nice?
Yeah.
Would be maybe a Panzerwerfer against the Zis guns. Considering there's already a tier 4. Panzerwerfer I think would be nice.
Probably wouldn't be a bad choice, actually, yeah. I like how StugosSaurus already has 2 Stugs. I mean, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that. Living up to the name.
I would be disappointed if StugosSaurus didn't build Stugs.
Panther moving up the side now as well, so yeah. Now at least there's 2 VPs held. Ooh,
Telemine as well though.
ouch.
S-25 is doing a lot of damage to the rear armor. Ostwind has been pulled in. A curious choice. I think a Panzerwerfer would have dealt a lot more damage than the Ostwind will. Panzerschreck's going to be nice against the S-35s. Wow, they were lucky they didn't hit that Telemine.
Yeah, I have no idea how they did.
Available.
Oh,
Telemine!
Bam!
Oh, boom! 87 strafe, not going to be available. Not enough munitions there, which is a shame because that would have killed the SU-85.
Might even be a chain Faust going to be coming out down here though. Oh, no. Are they going to try and follow it up with the Panzerschrecks?
These shots are getting shredded by the MVs. Nagoing and couldn't even wipe it if it isn't dodged. Ooh.
Kind of shredded off to the side there, but the Shocks should be able to take this one. You're going to force them off at least here. The SU-85 did go down.
Shrek's got it.
Shrek's got it finally. Yeah, the Telemine couldn't be dealt with now. So now only 1 SU-85 here. Shrek's going a little bit too deep again. Not sure what they're looking for here.
Bit of a misplay though, considering the SU-85 already hit a Telemine in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And they pushed out without minesweepers.
You really do need those minesweepers, especially when you have 2 engineer squads on the side of Donnie Chan. It's not very hard to get one of the squads on there, but the Panther's way too deep.
Wow, he may lose his S-25. Not sure why he was facing the rear armor. S-25s don't penetrate consistently against a Panther if the frontal armor is exposed. But there goes the Panther, and all of a sudden, Soviets not looking too bad.
It's in Ostwind
Ostwind as
still.
well. What are you doing? S-25 will destroy you in one more shot. It gets the kill. S-25s are being very successful.
Wow, really nice play from our allies. They're starting to turn this one around for sure. Panther went down there, Ostwind went down. Did lose 1 SU-85 though, so have to see how they go there. Very aggressive shock play as well onto these support weapons.
I don't think a GeneralsGentlemen will be enough to carry this game when there's these SU-85s and there's a Zis guns.
Yeah.
If you combine it with Panthers and Stugs and Panther 4s, great, but on your own, the GeneralsGentlemen, it can't always win you the game. I'm surprised he hasn't done anything yet, like...
Yeah, Paddy Kerry. I mean, he's got like 1,000 manpower float as well. So surely, I mean, that's Tiger Ace bait right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to call that in. Surely.
He has actually been building a Panther though, so he has been spending his fuel at least.
Yeah.
But that was a huge misplay, driving in the rear armor on half health, and then also driving in the Ostwind. Just not very good control. Another S-25.
Pretty unnecessary. Yeah. So, isn't that the first one?
Another S-25.
Oh, he's building another one. Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's like the third one now. Or fourth one even, I think. Yeah, fourth S-25.
Yeah, I think it's fourth S-85, yeah.
It's a good map, S-25, because it's so open. It means that you can actually make use of the range advantage, where if you play on a very choke pointy urban map, the range advantage doesn't actually matter because there aren't many situations where the range is able to be used. Double sniper.
Wow.
On the side of Katy Perry.
That's a big investment.
It's going to be good against these Zis guns.
You definitely
I can see it working.
Yeah,
Shocks as well.
And shocks as well, yeah. Because of the bleed you can inflict on the shocks, they do cost a lot per model.
Command
these shocks love the support weapons.
Command tanks are better than regular Panzer IVs against infantry, so they're pretty good against shocks. 12 kills.
Pretty decent. And infantry damage there. Looking towards our VPs, 246 for our allies, 273 for the Axis. Very close game. Middle has been neutralized for quite a while.
This gun going to be walking into the Grens, going to be taken out here. Shocks getting pretty low. Pigrens and a command tank. Yeah, he may lose a shock squad. This is bad news. Pigrens on retreat, also going to be doing some damage as well, but not as much because of those Shreks. The shocks will survive. Hitting Vet 2. Shock's going to be bleeding so much manpower. They're really expensive to reinforce.
That's definitely what you have to look at, is how much they have to reinforce. Yeah, you're dropping models, but
bundle
is it really
nade.
worth it? Oh, bundle nade. Oh, that's a nice spot to put it as well.
Yeah, even with the Shreks, Pigren's still very, very effective at
Whoa!
wiping.
Just wiped the shock squad.
What was that?
I think that was the JU.
Enemy forces are neutralized.
Of
Pretty
course it was the
sure,
JU.
yeah.
There's a KV-8. SU-85 doing some more damage as well. Yeah, the strafing one is retardedly OP, as we have seen. KV-8 though, going to be throwing itself away.
No.
Really bad use of the KV-8. He's just throwing away fuel.
Unlucky us.
And that was a potential IS-2. KV-87 almost one-shots the SU-85. All it takes is one P4 shot and a strafe, and it pretty much kills any tank, other than an IS-2.
Essentially, yeah.
Or KV-1.
I think it's finished strafing now, though, which is nice. It's off the map.
Well.
Well.
Yeah.
It's not looking good at all for our allies. Has been turned around once again.
Gotta say that, man.
KV-8, yeah, kind of got thrown away there.
Fantastic unit preservation from Donnie Chan.
Oh,
What
it's
a
on point,
baller,
isn't
man.
it? Yeah.
He's been at full pop cap pretty much the entire
Who
game.
do you think I take lessons from, man? It's Donnie Chan.
Yeah.
He's the man when it comes to unit preservation.
I wonder how much he charges a coach how to not lose squads. And these Vet 2 shocks getting pretty boss.
I think it's more of a punishment system
Yeah.
if you do lose squads, but yeah, that's another nade coming out as well, and those guys can't retreat through the... Ooh, ouch.
Vet 3 shocks are hands down the best infantry in the matchup.
Yep.
Against OKW, no, because you have Obers and like Panzer Fusiliers and stuff, and even Vet 5 Fallschirmjäger that beat shocks at pretty much every range. But against Wehrmacht,
Sniper!
yeah, really good movement against the shock. That's going to completely shut down the shock play. I like that so much.
Yeah.
Really good transition.
Yeah, maybe could have baited that out a little bit more. If he dropped another model, he could have actually killed the squad.
Yeah.
But still not too bad play there. The snipers are going to be chunking these shocks down. I think the snipers can definitely pay off. The main thing they have to be careful of is the Katusha still alive?
That smoke? Yeah, Katusha's going to be really nice against snipers. Generally, you build a Katusha to counter snipers, so it's a risky move, but I think it can pay off. Still not many squads here for SturmTigerOst. IS-2 must come quite soon. Pack out of position.
The snipers are not having
Yeah,
fun,
they
are
still
they?
can do so much damage here. There goes the shocks.
We have lost a peg gun.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for our shocks. They can take a lot of damage, but at the same time, they can deal a lot of damage as
They're
well.
wiping everything.
Yeah, there goes the Vet 2 shocks. They were too deep against the
don't throw
snipers
them away like
and
that.
the Stugs. You can't lose the veterancy, otherwise the LMG Grens. Vet 3 LMG Grens will destroy the Vet 0 shocks, but Vet 3 shocks will reign supreme. What do we have building? A Panther. Not a Tiger or a Tiger Ace.
Yeah, another Panther will be coming out here from Paddy Kerry. Still hasn't locked in the commander. Surely you'd have some idea what he wants by now.
I think we might actually see Katy Perry just not build a Tiger Ace until the last minute when they need a Tiger Ace.
With his munitions float as well.
Yeah, a lot of strafes.
A lot of strafes.
A lot of strafes.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Especially the SU-87, as JU-87. He'd probably combine the triple JU-87 with the single JU-87 and actually just one-shot an SU-85. That would be just crazy. Yeah, that would actually one-shot an SU-85.
Oh, yeah.
That's
big munitions cost, but yeah, it would one-shot an SU-85.
not really. The single strafe only costs like 100.
Okay.
It's a one strafe.
Yeah.
When it's the close air support. Same with the infantry strafe. Yeah.
The enemy is taking our
So,
territory.
VPs again, 235 to 253. It's a long game because one of the points was neutralized in the middle for actually
Another
quite a long time.
KV-8.
Yeah, I don't really get this KV-8 thing. Needs more IT. Look how much damage he's taking. If he loses this, I swear. It's really not... Yeah, really shouldn't be throwing that one away.
Pretty good penetration though, considering the high armor of a KV-8. Normally they don't die that quickly.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, Panthers are really strong in this matchup now because Panthers will kill shocks. They can kill SU-85s and...
Kills this guns.
Yeah, they have to get close to kills this guns though.
Yeah.
But a lot of potential. Nice demo charge.
Yeah, definitely is in a good spot there. Let's see what he can catch out. Second demo charge we've seen today.
Gotta say though,
A lot of impact.
when the SU-85s get Vet 2, they're crazy good.
Oh yeah.
They get extra accuracy and rate of fire, so they don't really miss, and they fire so fast. It's hard to keep the SU-85s alive, but they do a lot of DPS at Vet 2. So I love seeing Vet 2 SU-85s, it's really fun. Especially against like Tigers and stuff.
Yeah, super potent. Snipers are going to still be careful though. That Katusha is ready to fire. I think it is firing now actually. And where it's going. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
I can hear
heard
it. I think it was like, I don't know.
Must have been somewhere. Anyway, Shock's going to be dueling away.
Smoke grenade.
We're going pretty aggressive here. They just don't stop being aggressive, and Shocks actually work really, really well on the Blizzard because you can't see them coming, and that's where Shocks are good.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to run up to you and kill you, but if you can see them coming, then you start getting gunned down at range. Oh, 2 more members get dropped. Can the Shocks turn around? Yes, they can. They're going for the snipers now.
They're that one, so they will have the stun available.
He
may lose them. There goes one of them. The second one as well. 1v1, he retreats.
Gun that down.
Don't know if he should have retreated that one, but the cold as well may even wipe the Shocks. It's Vet 2. Extra damage, rate of fire, accuracy. Yeah, he's gonna lose to the cold.
Yeah.
Maybe. Don't know.
Yeah, should be okay. Maybe.
Nice work. Gets. Ooh, that's. Oh, he didn't have vision.
Yeah, he didn't have vision on that
didn't
charge.
vision. Does this make it vision though? That'll wipe it. No, maybe not anymore.
No,
Too late.
anymore. It was close. Maybe if they take additional damage when they're building the fire.
Yeah. I think it's accuracy, not damage.
Yeah, is it? Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
So it won't affect AoE.
Yeah, it is accuracy, yeah.
Vet 2 and Vet 1. These SU-85s are going to be so powerful. If they both get Vet 2, they will just destroy a Tiger.
Yeah, especially with the amount of medium tanks that are on the field here. It's pretty much just free regency for the SU-85 because they're going to penetrate fairly well against those P4s. Once the Panther arrives, that means they're going to be great.
AT grenades don't penetrate?
Of course they don't. Pinamata is going to be gunning down all of those conscripts.
Any more mines around? I don't think so. I can't see any.
Only a few. Is there any more telemines on the left?
Wow, KV-8 suicide duty once again. I think he actually wiped a squad though.
Yeah, definitely did. Yeah, so Shrek is on the ground there. So KV-8 being used aggressively, but effectively here.
Still, I think an IS-2 is a better choice because the IS-2, you know, they also have good infantry damage. There's the SU-85. Oh, there's this guns actually. Getting the penetration because of the rear armor. The rear armor is so punishing for Panthers because normally the front armor deflects half of the shots, but rear armor, they always penetrate, and Incendiary won't be very effective.
Yeah, that doesn't kill Panthers.
No, it doesn't kill Panthers.
No.
Yeah, I gotta say, the rear armor positioning of Katy Perry has really been giving the edge that Donnie Chan needs for his tank destroyers. SU-85, though, there's a lot of Shreks there. No, Donnie Chan, you don't all in with SU-85s.
That's not what
they
you
are
do.
bad at chasing units. That's what IS-2s are for.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah. But in an all-out tank engagement, when there's blitzkrieg and when there's smoke, SU-85s are very vulnerable, especially when you have supporting AT. That's why you need an IS-2 or KV-1 to soak the damage, get the scouting, and also chase units down. So, be careful. Shrek on the ground. A shock squad with a Shrek.
Oh!
He was lucky he didn't kill the KV-8 with that.
Yeah, gets shot down. I'm not sure if that was the recon.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it was Donnie Chan's recon.
Nice work with the KV-8. This is very, very effective, especially because the Panther was forced away, given how low it was. Stug's holding the right flank, so the KV-8 actually does have free reign. Panzerbolts don't always penetrate. Look how many Shreks there are. One,
right. KV-8's
there's three. Yeah, the Shreks don't always penetrate the KV-8s. They have good armor. Lands the Panzerbolts on the rear armor.
Oh, he's pushing them as well.
He should have kept the frontal armor, because the Panzerbolts won't always penetrate the frontal armor.
He's probably going to lose this one.
He's going to lose it.
Yeah, he
really bad throwaway. What a waste. What a waste. That being said,
destroyed.
He can,
out of control.
He can afford an IS-2.
He can, yeah. That should be okay. You able to deal with that one? Yeah, he might have got that if he actually kept pushing the P-Rens. He got another shot off, but it does end up going down now. He's going to be calling in that IS-2. It's coming out of the field now. With the help of those SU-85s,
you got to bear in mind,
have a lot of potential.
Yeah, you got to bear in mind the Tiger Ace is still available. Even a regular Tiger is pretty much available. But I think the Tiger Ace is going to be a bit late. Again, with those SU-85s. That being said, the SU-85s, they can have awful penetration. Like, they can just not penetrate consistently. But if they do penetrate, they will chunk.
Oh, yeah.
And the IS-2 as well. So, I think it's a bit of a misplay. Katy Perry not building Tigers. Even if he just gets the regular Tiger. Oh, yeah, there we go! Mechanized Assault!
Finally!
He's going to build a regular Tiger. But we do see a Panzer. This is really, really bad. It's SU-85. He's going to get caught by the Panzerfaust.
He's getting caught by 2 Panzerfaust.
And Panzerfaust do consistently penetrate SU-85s consistently. This is such a bad play. He's going to lose the SU-85s now.
There's no follow-up.
Yeah. Once the P4 and the Panther
actually move in.
There's this guns for support.
There's a couple.
He's throwing away Vet 2 SU-85s you can't chase.
There's not enough money for the SU-76 here.
Yeah, here we go.
Strafe.
Panther, though, not actually flanking. He's just driving into the front. So it looks as though the SU-85s may survive this one.
Are they going forward?
Oh no, they need to repair.
I don't recommend you
Here
go
comes
forward.
the Panther and the Shreks. This could be game over. They're gonna get caught. SU-85s, damaged engine. That's how you lose.
Don't go forward
I don't know
with
what
them.
he's doing. He
What's
needs to
he doing?
repair. The IS-2 though. But the
Where's the Panther
Shreks. Panther's down here. Wow.
Really should be going in on this. This is the perfect time to pull the trigger. If ever there was a time to pull the trigger, it's now.
Fair 2 is this though.
Yeah.
But even the Shreks.
Even
the
the
Shreks will just
Shreks.
kill this. The
So
Shreks
actually
will
just
destroy
walk up
it.
and kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
And the Panther as well. There's going to throw away his SU-85s.
And the Veteran C2 one as well. That's not the one you want to lose.
Well, they're both Veteran C2, and
Yeah, they
without
are
the
too.
SU-85s, he can't kill the Tigers.
That's gone.
Wow.
Another vehicle.
So let's see if the Tigers come in now.
To the Rodina.
He just needs more manpower for the Tiger.
Yeah, gonna be saving that one up now. Just gonna be firing in the middle now. IS-2's still there. It's gonna be careful. It doesn't really have the SU-85 support anymore. I think there's a Tiger. There's another Panther on the flank.
Yeah, that's why you need the IS-2 to lead the charge. SU-85 should never be in front.
Supply sector.
This getting taken very low to the Panzerwerfer. Panther as well driving in now as well. IS-2 is going to be nice, but there's a pack and a Zis. This gun doing some okay damage. Has Vetri. We'll give it a high rate of fire, but gets wiped by the LMG Grens and the MG-42. This barrage. Are we barraging? We're barraging at the MG.
The MG.
And the sniper as well going to have some nice decrewing potential. Shreks on the conscript and another Zis moving in. Panther driving forward. Where is the SU-85? It's being repaired, but there's two Panthers and it won't always penetrate at long range. Panthers have pretty good frontal armor. That's twice now, but the rate of fire is quite a lot.
Doesn't penetrate. Oh, that penetrated that time, I
Yeah,
think.
it did,
So,
third time.
Yeah, third time penetrated. That's nice. Conscripts do get a Panzer strike. That's GG for our allies, as we all know. Love
Oh,
getting
that
that
could be a
Panzer
wipe.
strike.
That could be a wipe.
That
Not
could be
quite.
a wipe. We're gonna give him another shot. Round number 2.
We are losing.
VPs. Oh, there we
Fantastic.
go.
That's what I'm talking about.
We are losing.
Wouldn't be an IS-2 if it didn't wipe Grens on retreat.
That's right.
Now we do have the VP being captured, but for the most part, the allies are holding on. That's a really bad garrison. It's really, really small, so AoE hurts.
He does hurt indeed, and that flame is hurting hard. Still
Stugs.
91 VPs for our Axis. Really, our allies need to hold on to these points.
Stugs don't penetrate consistently. There is a recon giving some pretty good vision of the positioning of the tanks. Vet 3 Stug. Not bad. There we go, there's a Maxim.
Yeah, it goes down. That's a Vet 3 Maxim as well.
Mobility and rate of fire. But even then, Vet 3 Stugs aren't that great because they don't penetrate consistently. There's a Tiger, but it's driving into the frontal firing arc of a Zis and an SU-85. Yeah, that's going to take a long time to repair because Tigers have so much health. They take a long time to repair.
And
And
not really a lot of Pioneer squads on the side of our Axis.
Yeah, that's
really
true.
benefit a lot.
So, the Tiger, if he went for the VPs at the side, or try to flank, but yeah, the SU-85s are working perfectly. Even Vet 3 is going to give them extra rate of
The enemy has 75 points.
fire to make them greater focus. Yeah, even more rate of fire at Vet 3.
Oh yeah, they get
It's crazy. They fire as fast as an Osvin. And then they get the mobility, so that they turn faster, so it's harder to circle strafe them. You still can lose them pretty easily to a circle strafe, but it makes it harder to do so.
Our Axis really need to do something about these VPs.
Yeah, they're getting low. They do have another strafe coming soon, though. 200. It's only 200. I thought it was more
Yeah,
than that.
no, 200. Yeah, so I have been saving up these munitions. Trying to make sure they're available
So-
to be used. They're trying to get these munitions points back as well. It's pretty important that they do have them for the strikes.
Yeah, a B4 would be an option, but there's not enough command points. Population cap for a B4.
Oh, they're calling it in.
There we go.
That's weird.
Didn't quite wipe the conscript. That was that was a huge waste.
That was a massive waste. That could have won them an engagement.
They need to save it for the Katusha or for the SU-85.
Yeah, you don't use it for, you don't use it on infantry.
Supplies.
I mean, you can, but like you want to be
Not
focused on
worth.
tanks. Like,
Not
yeah, not
worth.
worth.
That's a massive waste and potentially game-changing as well. Because it will
Yeah,
turn
the
around
points
an
back.
engagement.
Yeah, the points back, but not for long. I mean, there's still 200 VPs on the side of our allies. They really need to use that to win an engagement.
I guess they were desperate. I mean, look at the pop cap, but
Yeah.
what StugosSaurus could do is use the mortar smoke.
How was that run? How much damage did it do to the... Was that a Katusha or was it in the middle?
What did it hit?
Down a bit? Oh, I thought it went for the Katusha. I must have gone for the IS-2.
IS-2, yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to see if it would kill a Katusha, which it obviously would. But
If you want to capture a VP where it's camped, you just mortar smoke it.
Yeah.
Honestly. You
Mortar smoke and walk in.
Yeah, it's easy. You'll always get the neutralize. If your opponent walks in, you won't get the cap. Panther will be defending the line alongside the MGs. It's cold though, so we'll get the suppression nonetheless.
The blizzard's too late. The shocks are too close.
There it goes. One of them's still alive, but again, the Panthers, they can push, especially when they're suppressed. They can crush really powerfully.
Go!
They can crush all the shocks.
Shocks are moving out of the way though. That's nice movement.
Yeah, but he can't get the pop captain. There's a lot of manpower bleed. There's a crazy Panther.
Shocks are jigging well. That was a body block for the Greens though, so might be enough to keep those shocks alive.
Katusha, are you sure?
Yeah.
In the middle though, Panther going in, gets shocked by the IS-2. Where is the SU-85? That's Katusha. SU-85s, they're up here. Nice flank. Gonna have some fantastic rear armor. When SU-85s get rear armor, then that is bad news because they will penetrate. Stug's really weak to the SU-85s. Main gun destroyed and they are taken out. Nice flank, but the Panzerfaust will penetrate and hit the SU-85 100% of the time. Oh, what are you doing, Katusha?
That's the boldest Katusha part.
Screenshot.
That's the boldest driver I've seen in my life. He survives.
Wow.
He survives.
This guy likes blizzards.
He likes living on the edge, man. That Katusha likes living on the edge. That was intense. Shocks will be moving in now. This game is looking pretty good, damn good for our allies. What is that strafe coming in? It is a... Well, that's artillery.
Artillery barrage. It's pretty powerful against SU-85s if it lands, but it scatters a lot. Yeah, it scatters a fair bit.
It's not hitting. It's close.
Good against disc guns.
Yeah.
Other than that, we do have all 3 VPs held by our Germans. Maxim, but it will be a smoke grenade, or rather a frag grenade. They're probably going to wipe it as well.
Yeah, it does indeed. VP is going to be kept at the top here as more shocks moving down the bottom after having already wiped those MGs.
They can smoke grenade and just cap the point. Allies getting desperate as well. They're pretty low on VPs too, but they're capping all 3 of them back. Stug's just not scaling well into the late game.
Really has to be contested here. The allies need to... The Axis need to get on these points. They need to stop these caps from going down. If all 3 points are held for too long, that'll be game over.
Tiger may wipe the shocks on retreat, but he needs to also get the VP back.
VP is the more important thing at the moment.
Oh, risky move. SU-85 driving past the Panzer Shreks. Tiger and a Panther in the bottom.
Didn't get the cap down the bottom. Got the neutralize though. And looking at the top is actually capped.
Just the Maxim.
Yeah, but it's going to be... You need to get on that point. The Grens aren't on the point now. They are up the top.
Water's still firing. It's going to be good against his middle VP.
It's an incredibly close game here.
Here we go. SU-85's doing a lot of damage. Tiger was facing, again, the side armor. How effective will the penetrations be? That really is it. The Tiger, pretty low DPS, but it has so much armor. Backing away. Panther moving as well. Has the Blitzkrieg, and that is going to be an incendiary for the Shreks. Nice kiting. The road giving SU-85 extra movement speed. Panther was facing up against the shock, so it wasn't firing forward. Shrek's doing some pretty good damage though. SU-85s, they back out alongside the Tiger.
40 VPs on the side of our Axis here. They need to get these points back. They do get the neutralize in the middle now as well. If they do cap that one back, they're going to start bleeding the allies. IS-2 says, oh, hello squad wipe. Not going to fight it though. Came close.
Maybe we'll see it on retreat.
Got to be the second shot.
The other thing about SU-85s is they have a very fast repair speed because they have low HP, where Panthers and Tigers, again, they do not. Is that 2 IS-2s? 2 IS-2s. One of them has capture point. He can capture the point with the IS-2, and that would be a great idea. Bottom VP is being captured now. As for the middle, though, or the top, which one will they go? I think going middle-bottom would be a good idea. Because then if they camp the Zis guns or the SU-85s in the middle, they can rotate. You can't rotate SU-85s between the top and the bottom, though. Too long.
It's just too far to go, so it definitely has to be the middle here. Stugs are in the area. There's not really a lot of infantry, though, for Paddy Kerry, and this is where Donnie Chan's unit preservation is going to really come into things. He's lost a few squads now, but that's mainly because he needs pop cap.
He has less pop cap than SturmTigerOst.
Yeah.
That being said, again, he could get the bottom, or they could rather, Soviets, get the bottom, get the middle, and an IS-2 cap the top. At the same time, though, once the Germans have their tanks fully healed, they have to try and get the flanks. Because if they don't flank SU-85s, they're too vetted. They can't engage frontally against the vetted SU-85s.
No, so too much to deal with now. So the IS-2's in the... Ooh, they're actually going balls deep. They're going for the balls deep play. They're not even going to hold the VPs.
IS-2 scouting. The IS-2 is scouting. Panzerwerfer
does not want to be there.
Is going to get Werfered by the IS-2.
Oh, IS-2.
Oh, IS-2,
What?
please!
Just walks past.
What are you doing?
I have no idea how the SU-85 is going to
There
get
we
the kill,
go.
though. Yeah, they do secure that one here. Middle VP's going to be captured. Can the Shocks get the cat? That's the main thing here.
LMG Grins can wipe that one as well.
They
Gets
do.
the wipe with a rifle shot. Middle VP at the top here.
ISU
Still
cap.
has the rear armor, so it will penetrate. You gotta face that
ISU's
frontal
capping.
armor. What happened to the IS-2? Panther gets a nice flank. SU-85s. I have never seen SU-85s that ballsy. There's a Panther with the rear armor. You know you're outplaying your opponent when you flank a rear armor with an SU-85. You gotta be careful. The Shrek's gonna have a lot of damage.
The engagement at the top is really close as well. The IS-2 has to back away there. There's a couple of Panthers.
So much rear armor. The IS-2s are really, really low. The VPs are being ticked by the allies. SU-85s, they both survive. What a great play by Donnie Chan.
That was really nice and completely balls deep. Since when do you get flanked by those tank destroyers, man?
Yeah.
SU-85s with
Heavy
rear armor
outplays.
is real. It is absolutely real. Top VP's even going to get capped here. Our allies are going to have 3 VPs.
I gotta say, that was risky, because whenever you go deep like that, you run the risk of getting caught by a Panzerfaust. Or a Shrek, or a... Really, Katusha?
Now that driver likes living on the edge. Now he likes living dead, man.
Yeah.
He's gone. He finally falls there.
I didn't even know what to say.
There's one thing to be said for Katusha's at close range. There's another thing to be said for Katusha's crushing infantry. Like,
I don't even know if I can.
that's a bit different. Like, probably not. I've never tried it because I don't use my Katusha's like there's three VPs.
General Gentlemen don't recommend you capture VPs with Katusha's.
We
Nade
definitely
going
do not
through.
guarantee that. Oh, down to one
You
member.
can probably wipe it with the suppression damage.
Middle's going to be capped back though.
As for our
And
middle,
the bottom.
Shocks have a lot of veterancy. Snipers do as well, though. The Stugs, they're not too bad against the Stugs. At the bottom, nice capture with the P-Grens. IS-2s, they're too low. They need to be repaired. This is a nice timing for the Germans whilst the IS-2s are being repaired.
Still a fight up the top as well. There's a couple of shock squads in the area. They're looking for the MG though. They have to flank that one.
Strafe coming up soon for StugosSaurus, and that will wipe pretty effectively. The artillery barrage being called in. Not sure where though, to be honest. Maxim. No, MG42. Doesn't have vision though.
Yeah, so the bottom point seems to be locked down here.
Gets the stun though on the Shocks. Will prevent the wipe. Ziskun's moving up. It's a close game. It's getting very, very close. There goes the Stug.
Trucks are gunning them down, but they need to get back inside the point. They have to cap this. 63 VPs for our allies, 21 now for our Axis. It's so close. Sniper cup in the middle.
Not a lot of time left. Zis are firing.
They're forcing them off. MG's going to be setting up here, but it might actually get denied by the rifle nade.
This is the only chance for our Germans
They need to
before
go
the
in now.
IS-2s are repaired. SU-85s, even they're getting repaired up as well. Panzerwerfer doing some okay damage. Did he wipe the Shocks with the Panzerwerfer?
I think he must have done.
Nice work. Nice work. Pretty low MG. He can wipe that with a rifle nade, but the top VP is captured. 50 VPs left. Tiger's on full health as well. This middle definitely going to be contested. Don't know what that is. Is that an incendiary?
It's an incendiary, right? It was going to force anything off the point now, but can we get any captures? They need to capture that point as well. The top one is held, but it's not going to be for much longer here. Shocks, can they win this engagement?
Yeah, they should be able to.
They're going to try and get the neutralize here.
Zis moving into the point. They're
Zis is going to
desperate.
try and get it.
But I can't blame them by any means. There's
Stay on the
Whoa!
point. Whoa!
Did he lose an IS-2?
I have no idea.
No, he didn't lose his SU-85.
Okay.
Or was it? Was it?
I don't even know
Oh,
what
it
just
was nothing.
happened.
It hits the SU-85, but didn't kill it.
Alright, so all 3 points are going to be captured here by our allies. I think they have at least these two. They have the middle and the bottom here. The top is going to be recaptured by the Axis.
They can
This
just
game is so close.
they can chain smoke with the Shocks and get the point. Hopefully they won't get cancer,
gonna
but
catch
it
it.
won't even matter.
It's captured.
There we go, all 3 VPs. 17 points left for our allies. Top one being captured
15.
now. IS-2s are moving up to engage the Tiger. Will
And
have the
full
rear
health.
armor flank. Shocks as well. Going to be able to decrew the Zis gun.
They just need to stay on the point. Shocks have to stay on the point. They need to smoke this one off.
Yeah, keep smoking it. They don't have to kill them. They just have to hold the line. Tiger can get taken out because this gun
11
pretty
VPs.
close as well. SU-85s have joined the fight from afar. Tiger getting very, very low. Panther as well. And the IS-2 can also pop the territory capture. He should pop. No! Pop the capture point. He didn't.
He didn't pop the capture point.
Only 8 VPs left. It's stalled though, and rear armor will allow the Panther to gun down the IS-2. It's Vet 2 as well.
The IS-2s are too far forward now.
Will be a massive blow. Oh dear, SU-85 needs to have his engine repaired to join the fight, but there's so many vetted Shocks. So the infantry will go to our Soviets. really, really bad rear armor. It's so important on the IS-2s.
Now they're taking down for the Allies. 8 VPs on the Axis, and they might have this game. But no, the Shock's up the top. The Shock's in the middle as well. There's 2 squads of Shocks.
Suppressed. MG's in the point, and there's actually 2 MGs.
They got the smoke though. Shocks are going for the decap. Can they get it?
There's a Tiger. Another Tiger was called in. That's a freshly built Tiger from Katy Perry. Tigers will be able to force them away. This and the SU-85s still going to have some good damage. Didn't repair the SU-85. There's just too many Shocks though here for SturmTigerOst. He's got 4 squads and they're all so vetted.
They're going to be capping the middle now. If they can get this cap on the middle, that might even be game there. 8 VPs now, but they're getting gunned down so fast by the Tigers and the Greens as well. The Shocks are all dying.
Did lose a Vet 3 and the Vet 0 Shocks as well to the Panzerwerfer. IS-2 needs to get into the fight with the SU-85. Ned going through. Will it wipe the Grens? Yes, it will, but he has to retreat.
It gets wiped now as well.
MG suppressing the LMG Grens.
33 VPs now, and the VPs are stalled. They are stalled. It's going to be all about who can get this middle one.
IS-2 very, very far away. Oh, no. Just kidding. It can capture the point.
It can capture the point.
And he may need to as well here.
He needs to kill those Grens if the point gets captured. 33 VPs for our allies.
A lot of Shocks moving in. SU-85 has hit the Vet 3. SU-85 will annihilate that Tiger. I think this is going to be our Soviets. Panther's too low. No LMG Grens. Vet 3 SU-85. IS-2.
This might be enough to hold the point.
The Panthers, he's desperate, but he doesn't have much choice. SU-85 is just too powerful with the Veteran C3. Tiger as well can't engage with that little health.
But they're stalling at the point here. 25 VPs for our allies, and it's still ticking in favor of our Axis.
MG is suppressing the IS-2. Really, really should be capturing this one.
23 VPs.
The bottom's being captured.
The bottom's being captured. Wow, the Axis are going to sneak this one, and they're still holding the middle. Those Grens refuse to die. They're still on the point.
Where are the Shocks?
20 VPs.
Shocks are moving in. Then the Blizzard keeps it alive.
Can
nice.
They get the top? Nice flanks, both of the MGs here. But look down the bottom. The P-Grens are actually still going after the point. The Shocks are going to rotate in there, though. They're going to stop it.
Command tank, a desperation. He even captures the MG42 with the top VP captured due to a really nice flank.
And it's all neutralized. They're all neutralized. All the VPs are neutralized.
Bottom, though, looks as though Shocks will have this one. Grens are still holding the line with the LMGs, but they can't prevent the cap. Riflenade could decide this one. The middle has been captured. VPs are ticking down. 5 left for Axis. This is going to be GG. Top 1 captured as well. The command tank can't wipe that quickly.
And it can't get on the point either. 2 VPs. This is going to be the game.
Yep, that's it.
It's all over.
Wow.
Ooh. Damn. That was a game. That was a game and a half. Down to 14 VPs. It's one of the closest games we've ever actually casted.